Hello everyone. Welcome to Crypto ML Lounge. I'm your host Black Adam, and today we have heroes in our lounge. So before we get started talking about the heroes, can you please give us a quick background of who you are, what did you do before crypto, and how you got to be working in the crypto space today?
Sure. My name is Scott Smith. I'm from Pennsylvania in the United States. Uh, I have been investing in just means of passive income for years, since 1997. And I came across crypto at first with Bitcoin in 2009. Thought I should have bought it. I didn't buy it because I couldn't understand it or I didn't understand it. And, I'm kicking myself profusely for it. But uh, leap ahead a few years, and again, investing in different aspects like ETFs, REITs, any kind of ways that I can make my money work for me. And jumped into cryptocurrency. Oh man, it's probably 5 years ago, and have been just learning as I go. Um, Over the past 2 years, I found a need, or not really, I don't know if it's a need, but there was just a lot of projects out there that, made a lot of sense that, were like, that is what more projects should be doing. And then there were a lot of projects that weren't doing that, that were a little bit sketchy or scams, right? So, um, last geez, it would have been last June, we started talking about creating Heroes Token, and not this would have been in 21. And we just looked at everything that we liked about the projects that we were invested in, everything we didn't like about the space. And in November, we decided that we were going to launch our own token. So that kind of is what leads up. I am not doing crypto full time. I do have a day job, as does the rest of our dev team. It'd be great to be full time in crypto, but we're just not there yet. I've owned and operated several businesses. I currently oversee a local business to me and make sure that the day-to-day operations go smoothly. You know, everything from marketing, advertising, SEO, SEM, pretty much all aspects of the business. I like to refer to myself as a glorified babysitter. uh, but it is what it is, and it's what pays the bills for now. And maybe down the road here, we'll be able to go full time with crypto. But for right now, we're just trying to put out a product that is a value to our investors.
Yeah, I think that's quite an intriguing story you have there, and owning real life businesses along with the cryptocurrency is really a good thing. And as you said, that you can't leave the day job for cryptocurrency right now. It isn't possible. I think doing a lot of things at one place and doing a lot of things at one time, it's really necessary sometimes. And okay, I won't be just uh, taking too long. So I want to know that could you please tell us what is the Heroes project, a little introduction about Heroes project, and it would be really great for our investors to listen about Heroes.
All right, so here's the 1 minute pitch. Heroes is a legal entity in the United States, registered LLC in Pennsylvania. We offer a token, a NFT collection, a real world product line, and then every aspect of our project benefits worldwide community polled charities, which we have donated over $50,000 since last November. And that was all community chosen. So that is the quick rundown, but there's a lot involved with each one of those aspects. And every one of those aspects turns and feeds back into our token. So it is an ecosystem that is benefiting our investors. And ultimately, we are, built as a for-profit business. So our real world products and our NFTs have to create some kind of income for us, in which a portion of that not only goes to our charity wallet, but we do put that back into the project as well.
Okay, I saw your white paper and it's really a detailed one, and you have a lot of things in Heroes Token. We'll just talk on every aspect of Heroes Token. But first, I want to know, could you please tell us about the version 1 and version 2? What were the issues with V1 as well?
So when we launched version one, we had thought about what we wanted in the project. What we wanted was we wanted a docs team. We wanted something that provided some kind of return for our holders, which we did in the form of reflections. And then we wanted it to benefit charity. So a lot of people looked at us as a meme coin. And, that is essentially what we were. And we felt like in order to make this a long-term project, we had to go into more detail. We had to actually build on what we had. So looking at the way the market was in December, we started talking to the team at Everise, and we were talking to them about doing a contract block. So instead of renouncing our contract, it would be, put into a holding uh, locker that the only way we'd have access to it is if the community voted for it. And that led to the ability to launch on platforms or networks. And we felt like at the time that was necessary. We had a lot of investors that didn't have the means to entry point into our project because of the gas fees. ETH gas fees back in December, January were anywhere from $150 to $400 to make a transaction. And if they only wanted to spend, $50 to $100 to enter our project, well, it just didn't make sense for them. So we decided to launch a V2 where it is on dual networks. We're available on Binance as well as Ethereum. And that was made for the main reason of being able to enter at a smaller amount of money. So now we see people entering positions of $5 to $10, and more on the Binance network. And now that gas is down on ETH, people are starting to enter lower positions on our ETH side as well. But with that, we really dove into our project and decided to develop. And what we were building is all tying into the LLC that we formed last December. And again, like I said, it's a for-profit organization that will feed not only the token, but it'll feed the charity wallet and continue to allow us to grow regardless of what the church does.
Okay,
Does
that's
that answer the question, or
completely.
you want me to go more?
No, that's completely understandable. And okay, let's go with the charitable organizations you have worked with, as you mentioned it. And I was reading your white paper and I read that your main motive is to help reach out to the different people and help them with the charity. And you don't just focus on one aspect of the charity, you try to cover everything. So, could you please tell us about the charitable organizations you have worked with and what kind of real issues you guys are solving right now?
Sure. So, one of the things when we initially started looking at our project
Scott, I think we lost you. We can't hear you. Can you hear me, Scott? Scott, we still can't hear you. I don't know what's the issue. Sophia, can you hear Scott? Or it's on my end. Can you hear me, Sophia?
Been able to donate to, I believe it's 18. I have to double check, but I think it's 18 different worldwide charities. They were polled and suggested by our community. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Hello.
Now we can. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Where did I drop off?
Yeah, you just drop off after my question ended. I think you need to uh, answer my question again. I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening today.
Okay. No worries. So,
Scott, I'm really sorry. We can hear you again. I don't know. It's just me or nobody can hear you. Sophia, can you hear Scott or me? Or I'm facing the issue today.
they,
I'm really sorry. We can hear you again. I don't know.
all right. I'm gonna
We
I'm gonna drop
we
out
lost
here
you, I think.
and then I'm gonna pop on my phone. We had this issue before.
Yeah, okay, we'll just wait for you.
All right, give me 1 second.
Okay, no worries.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can, but okay, speak something.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So again, going back, I'll start over. Uh, we feel like being singularly focused on individual charities is the wrong way to go. We feel that our community is passionate about multiple different charities as well as the dev team. So we do community polled and suggested charity uh, votes where the community will make suggestions. Once we get to 10 charities that are suggested, then the community votes on where they'd like to see our donations go. That has led us to make up to, and I may be wrong here, but I think it's 18 various worldwide charity donations. And that is awesome because we're not limited to just one. We're not limited to St. Jude's or SOS Children's Villages or Wounded Warriors or the Ronald McDonald House. We are wide open for, you know, any charity that really needs it. We feel this is important because it doesn't bind our hands and limit us. It actually allows us to expand. So if we start to see that we're making, you know, and breaking ground in Australia, and there's a charity there that the community from that continent is passionate about, then that community will get polled and possibly, you know, win the poll for our donations. To date, we've donated $50,038 to various worldwide charity donations. The next milestone is 75,000, and we are very avid about making sure that happens and continuing on. We're very passionate about, you know, what these causes are about, what they're for, and how they benefit the world. And we want to take some of the money that is in this space and be able to contribute it to real world causes that benefit humanity, benefit animals, benefit everybody. You know, and that is our goal. Is that we want to make sure that we're not just here as a for-profit business that's just reaping in money. We want to be here as a for-profit business that is giving back, and we do that in many ways. Charity is just one of them.
Yeah, I think helping out to different aspects of problems like people or animals, it's really great initiative. Okay, I was thinking that do you also have any plan to to also accept proposals from the people or volunteer around the world, or in or locations that you can't just reach out to them. So you guys just accept proposals from the volunteers.
So yeah, so the way that we choose which projects get pulled is our community suggests them. So we open up, we have a special chat that is just for community charity suggestions. That when it's time for us to make a donation, we open that chat up and people pop in and they make the suggestions of the charities they'd like to see the funds go to. The team does not have a say in that unless we make our own suggestion, which we always do. Yeah, we always pop in and give the charity that we feel like we'd like to see the funds go to. But just because we chose it doesn't mean that's the one that it goes to. It's community polled to determine where those funds go to. So yeah, if you're, in Asia and there's a charity there that you're very passionate about and you put that in the suggestions, that gets put on the poll. And if the community as a whole votes that being the way that we want to send our funds for a donation, then that's the way it goes. We are not biased. We are not, limiting it. It is a free forum for anybody to make their vote, and we don't have a say after that poll is up. It's whichever one wins is the one that we vote or we send the donation to.
Yeah, engaging with the community and choosing and doing the decisions with the help of the community. I think it's really great. Community needs to be involved in these kind of situations, and I think community members feel really good when they just contribute in a project, and I think it's really necessary to just engage with the community. Okay, you have multiple aspects of the project. Let's start about education. I want to know that do you have any plan to also partner up with scholarships providing organizations or colleges, universities to give out scholarships or research opportunities to the brilliant students, or how you are trying to educate people or providing education or focusing on the education aspect of the problem?
Yeah, so we had started with the thought of creating a crypto education platform, and we had started writing Medium articles and posting them. They did not get as much exposure as we'd like to see, and we were hoping for more of our community to pop in and be able to provide that education. Um, so that has evolved, and it's evolved into our Thursday night Twitter space. It is called Live and in Person, and essentially what it is it's us introducing other projects that we find are legitimate, valid projects. And again, it's always do your own research, but we do research before we even have them on to make sure that they're not, an overnight pump and dump or, a rug or a honeypot type of project. But with that being said, this is crypto. You could have projects do a long, rug pull, and that's that's not, that's never foreseen, right? But out of since the beginning, we've only had one project that's been, kind of subpar from all the others. Every other project that we've had on live and in person, a lot of them we've partnered up and collaborated with. But it is a way for us to educate people in the space on the questions that you should ask, the developers of a project. It is an open forum for others to come in and ask the developers and us any questions that you may have. And a lot of times, and more recently, we've been seeing that the discussion veers off. And it veers off in an educational format where it explains what certain things in crypto are. It goes in detail on what that means. It is literally it's an educational space that just
you come away with it with more than what you went in with. And that is what we are building as far as our educational format. Scholarships, is that something that we could possibly do in the future? Absolutely. It is not something that we have discussed or have really looked into as of yet, but that's because we're very small. We are a microcap project and we are building ourselves up and trying to get back to beyond our all-time high. And until we can get, our products mass adopted and get that volume that we need, then, it'll just allow us to have the funds to be able to go into those avenues where we can open up scholarship programs, we can, contribute more to charity, we can give more back. And that is what we're all about is we named ourselves heroes because, we feel like, the world needs heroes and heroes are in many forms. And one form is being able to help somebody else that is in dire straits. And that's why we feel passionate about donating to charity. Scholarships are definitely a possibility for the future.
That's really incredible. You guys are focusing on a charity and one end, and also trying to educate the people. I think it's really necessary to educate people also that how they can earn something good from crypto for themselves. And there are a lot of opportunities for people to earn from Telegram alone. People can just get jobs on Telegram as a moderator in different uh, crypto projects, and there are a lot of opportunities, and I think educating them is really a great initiative. Okay, are you guys looking to accept proposals from educators or teachers that want to make content for your educational platform?
So, like I said, right now the educational platform is our Twitter space, and it is, as the space progresses and changes, it is updating on a regular basis. We always welcome people to pop in and ask questions or to contribute to the conversations. Would we like people to pop in and contribute to our Medium platform where, they write articles on, how to, you know, do different things in this space. Absolutely. If anybody's interested in doing that, reach out to me. We'll talk. We'll see what you have in mind, and we'll see what we can do to make it happen. But really, I mean, that has kind of gone by the wayside because I was the one writing those articles. We couldn't find anybody else that had the time or wanted to, add to that platform. So the Twitter spaces I feel are a little bit more, more personable. It's kind of like what you're doing here with us. You are, whether you know it or not, doing this AMA with Heroes, you're educating the community that is listening in on what we're about. And maybe they pick up some additional things in the process of listening to us, right? Maybe they learn, what questions they should be asking that project that they just bought in on. Or, maybe they learn, what to look for in, passive income in this space, or what is staking or the different forms of staking or whatever it may be. So yeah, absolutely, we're always open to have people pop in, ask us, or contribute to our education platform, and my DMs are always open, so I'm always willing to have that conversation.
Yeah, I think these AMAs help a lot to different people. If I talk about myself, I started my crypto journey from these AMAs, and I learned a lot from the AMAs. And then, out of the curiosity, I go to the internet and search about different topics and different things, and then educated myself. And here I am today interviewing you about your project. Okay, could you please tell us about Heroes NFTs and also about NFT based game?
Absolutely. So in December, we launched our first NFT series, and it can be found on OpenSea. And they are a series of 10 NFTs that are absolutely amazing 3D works of art. But at the time, we really didn't have the insight of what made a successful NFT project. So since we initially launched that, and the idea when we launched that was all the all the NFTs were going to be in-game playable characters, and that has not changed. But we have done a lot of research since last December when we first did our NFT drop, and that consisted of looking at different projects. I actually attended NFT NYC this year and talked to hundreds of projects about their NFT collections, what they were doing, how they were creating their own way in the space, what made their NFT projects successful, and I came back with a notebook full of just ideas and, what these projects that have succeeded have done. And then we sat down and we discussed it as a team. And we brought in a NFT artist. His name, he goes by the Chad Rock. And he is definitely a veteran in this space. I mean, as veteran as you can get, right? We're all essentially students, but he has created a NFT collection for our project, and he is one of our devs right now that is just very passionate about what we're doing and passionate about the collection that he's building. And this collection is going to incorporate a lot of the things that we learned. It's going to incorporate, community building concepts and how to get the community involved. But on top of that, it's going to come with a bunch of benefits that are going to be advantageous to our holders. And those benefits, consist of many things, but the biggest one is when you get a Genesis NFT, which this is going moving forward to the League of the Lost. This is the next NFT drop. We are calling it our Genesis. When you get one of those, you own 100% of that NFT, meaning all creative rights. So that means that you can take that NFT if you like it, and you can make that the logo for your business. You could take that NFT if you want to, and you could open up a Shopify store and put it on a million T-shirts and sell them, right? You have full creative ownership of that NFT as long as you're holding it in your wallet, and you can do whatever you want with it. All right. But that is the primary thing. Not only that, but you will also be able to collect every NFT, one of every NFT that we drop from that point on. So if you hold a Genesis, not only will you have that NFT with the benefits that comes with it, but every collection that we drop after that, you will automatically get airdropped an NFT. And for all of our Series 1 holders that are, that jumped in and bought in December and since December and are holding a Series 1 NFT, we consider you Genesis holders, and you are automatically going to get a Genesis NFT drop to you when we do that mint. Now, the cool thing there is if you want to guarantee that you get a Genesis, you can always go to OpenSea and buy one of the Series 1s. That guarantees you'll get a Genesis, and every NFT that we drop after that, you'll get one of. So, on top of that, the play to earn, play to give game that we are mindstorming and working on building. The next step in that process is a NFT marketplace, which we already have underway. It's under development. It will be coming out very soon, but that is required for us to proceed to the game. So not only do you have the aspects that I mentioned quickly in the beginning, but the NFT marketplace will be another revenue stream that will not only benefit the project, but will benefit the holders as well. Because with that, we will be implementing a treasury. The treasury will automatically take a portion of the proceeds from the NFT marketplace, as well as token transactions, as well as other avenues of our project. and do automatic buybacks of the token. So if you're holding heroes, this is automatically going to buy back our token. What are we going to do with those tokens that are purchased back? We are going to use those to continue our staking platform, to continue, building. And we may do burns. We may use them to launch on different exchanges, but those tokens will be used to progress the development and better the project to benefit our holders. So moving on beyond the NFT marketplace and the treasury, then we have the play to earn, play to give game. Now, this is a concept that I don't know of anyone else that is doing, but we like the idea of not only can you play the game and have a revenue come back to you that you can take a profit in, or if you choose, you could take a portion all the way up to 100% of your proceeds and donate them to the charity wallet to benefit various worldwide charities through our polled charity donations. So that is, one aspect I think is unique with us. The other thing with our game is it's not going to be a traditional play to earn game. With play to earn games, there are so many legal issues that we face with where our LLC is based out of and where our headquarters is, that we'd have to get a gaming license from the state. And that means that we need excessive funds to be able to buy that license, and then we have to be compliant with how that all works. The way our game is going to work is it is going to be a free to play game, and as you play, you will be developing and growing your NFT. Your NFT will actually be getting more attributes, getting stronger, being, a totally different NFT by the time that you've played for, let's say, 100 hours. And then at that point, you can take that NFT back to the marketplace, which is totally different than what you originally acquired, and be able to sell it at a higher value because the attributes have changed and they have progressed and have advanced to a higher level. So not only that, but the game will also incorporate contests and tournaments that the team will put into place, where you'll be able to win, things from heroes, where we'll put up, various prizes and whatnot. So that is our vision and idea for the game. But it all starts with the next drop, which is our Genesis series, League of the Lost drop. If you have not already checked it out, you do need to jump into our Discord, pop into our Telegram. All you got to do is do /Discord. It'll pop up our Discord channel. Go into there. We have 2 trailers for our NFTs that are currently up. We'll have a third right before we do the drop. And it is setting the story for not only the NFTs, not only for the community involvement that we are hoping to get from it, but also for where we're going with the game and what the game's going to be. So it's really exciting. We're really we're excited. I'm excited about about what we're building. And again, it's been almost a year in the making.
Wow, listening you, it feels really exciting. I got excited while you were telling us about the game and unique features you have. I think NFTs integrated with the game is really good, instead of just NFTs staying in the people's wallet and doing nothing. And I was about to ask you for explaining about play to give concept that you have on your white paper, but you already mentioned about play to give. I was just about to ask that. I understand now that play to give means that you can play the game, earn something for yourself as well as for others participating in charity. I think that is really a unique idea. I never saw this kind of thing anywhere. That's really huge and incredible.
Yeah, and I mean, we're leaving it up to the community. If you acquire an NFT and you're playing the game and you take and decide that, all right, well, now I want to take profit. Well, if you want to be greedy and be a Scrooge, well, by all means, you take all the profit and, take it all for yourself. But if you want to be, a little bit giving, if you like the idea of what we're trying to do with our entire project and you want to give back, you have the option to take a portion up to 100% of those proceeds and donate them to the charity wallet. And that is totally up to the user. If you want to be greedy, by all means, be greedy. If you want to be Mother Teresa and just give it all, away to charity, that's fine too. We are leaving that up to you. There's not like a prefixed, percentage that's going to the charity wallet for the users. That is the user's decision, just like it is for all of our charity donations.
Yeah, I think this is a good feature. This is a great thing that people that you guys don't put a limitation on the earnings of the player that they can make, or it's totally their choice to either to be greedy or to help out to other people's by doing charity with some percentage of their earnings. I think it's really great. Okay, as you said, your NFTs will be on OpenSea. So, do you guys have any plan to launch your own NFT marketplace eventually or in future?
Yes, and I did touch on that with the explanation of the process to the game, but we do have an NFT marketplace under development. It will be not only utilized by us, but it will be open to other projects to launch their or do their NFT drops on. Um, the one difference with that is our marketplace. If you want to be able to deploy your NFTs on it, you will have to dox to at least the Heroes team. So we have someone to hold accountable for all the fake projects that are out there, right? Since we have dropped, or well, since last December, I think our projects, our Series 1 NFTs, have been duplicated at least 4 times where we had to reach out to OpenSea and have them taken down because they were fake. And we had our communities come, or our community members come to us and say, hey, I bought this and, I didn't know you were on the Polygon network. And we're not, right? It was just somebody trying to make a buck off of our project. And of course we took care of the community member, but on that same token we had to reach out to OpenSea and put in a ticket to have that project removed. And the fact that it was even put up in the first place is a problem to us. So with our marketplace, what we want to do is we want to make sure that every project that is putting their NFTs on there, we want to make sure that we have somebody that we can hold accountable, that if they decide that they want to go down that road and duplicate somebody else's work, that we can hold them accountable and we can say, hey, report them to the proper authorities, or do whatever we can to get the person who acquired an NFT from them their funds back. And you know we feel like that security needs to be put in place. And that's one of the differences that's going to be with our NFT marketplace versus everything else that's out there right now. The other thing that we're looking to do with our NFT marketplace is we're looking to not only have it on the Ethereum network, which is where our NFTs are now, but we're also looking to have a bridge to the Binance network on that as also. So you'll be able to deploy NFTs on Binance as well as Ethereum, and then we could evolve into AVAX and Polygon and other networks as we grow. But we're thinking just Binance and Ethereum to initially start.
Okay, that's really great plans you have for Heroes. While I was surfing through your white paper, I read something that you want to change the way people share information with an app. Appropriation, if I don't pronounce it wrong. Could you please tell us about this app and what are its benefits?
Absolutely. So apparition is two different levels. First, it's an actual product, and then second, it is an app. So let me ask you: do you use Linktree at all?
Which one? Linktree?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't use normally Linktree a lot, but I have used in some scenarios Linktree.
Okay. So if you're familiar with Linktree, our app is very similar to that, but goes beyond, right? So Linktree is a link in bio app. It allows you to put all your contact information, socials, everything in one place. So our app will allow you to do that as well. Our app takes it a step further to do direct links, direct to text, as well as, when you create your profile, not only will you get your own personal URL code or URL and QR code, but you'll also have the ability to take advantage of the apparition products, which are NFC technology, which is near field communication. So what that is well, one of the things that we see it in is credit cards. The tap to pay, that is NFC technology. So all of our products that we offer have a NFC chip in it that is writable 100,000 times. And you can write that with our Apparition app, where you put whatever information on the app on your profile, and then you can choose what you want to write to those NFC tags. They can be a business card where you want to share your information with somebody else. It could be, a tag for a pet that if lost, someone can just pop their phone, tap it against their pet tag, and it'll automatically bring up the address of the owner and phone number of the owner. You can have it so that when you tap a product, it automatically loads their text on their phone, where it's all they have to do is hit send. It has the phone number, it has the message, and they just hit send, and now they just sent you a text for quick access. It could hold medical information in case of emergencies, where if you're have an allergic reaction to different things, or you have some kind of a health condition that you want people to know about, you can program that onto these NFC tags, and that can all be done with our app. To go a little bit further, not only can you do all that with our app, but you're also going to be able to collect those contacts. So let's say, you have that My Apparition app, and I'm like, oh man, I really like you. I want to keep you in my contacts for quick reference. I can actually add you to my own personal contact list within the app that is secure and only I get to see, right? So that at any point in time that I want to reach out to you, I have a quick reference to find you and have all your contact information at my fingertips. So that is what our app and product line is doing. It is something that we feel is untapped. If you're looking in, the real business world, a lot of us have our own, professional lives that we have to have some kind of way to exchange information. That may be a business card, it may be a pamphlet, it may be, some kind of documentation. Well, this eliminates that product. It eliminates the need to buy business cards. You only need to have one NFC product and anybody can tap it. If they're not local and they're halfway around the world, you can actually send them the QR code or your direct URL to your contact information. That contact information can be anything from videos to presentations to, just your contacts. But we feel like with what has happened over the last couple of years with COVID and how it has shut down our economies and then has now affected inflation and the cost of everything rising, this is going to lower overhead for the individual. It's going to lower overhead for businesses, and it's going to be more productive. It's going to allow people to share faster, share quicker, and be very conscious of, handing things to other people, which we found when at the peak of COVID, nobody wanted to take anything from anybody. So this eliminates that. All you have to do is wave your phone, any device, iPhone 6 or newer, over the tag, and it automatically populates information on your device. It is that simple, that easy, and we feel like it is something that has been untapped and is a fantastic project or technology that has a lot of potential.
I think this app will really have great features, but one thing I want to clear it up from you about a Parisian app. I think I think people will be sending some sensitive data to other people, or if some organization is using your app, then how will you make sure the sensitive data is secured or not any intruder can get through that data?
Right. So everything is secured through your own uh, login. The only person that has access to your URL is you. So if you create a profile on our app, I don't have access to it. Nobody else does. It is all held within the server, and the server is, yeah, I mean, the server is as secure as it can get. Now, the personal information that you would be putting on there, I mean, how personal are you getting? You're not going to be using and sharing vital information through our app. The app is going to be used to, keep information that you want to share, right? It's just like Linktree. So, if you're looking at putting vital information somewhere, you probably don't want to be putting it on a link in bio app. You want to be putting it somewhere else. But the whole idea behind this is you want to share that information, you want to get it out there. So, the idea is to put the information in that you want other people to see. So there shouldn't be that big of an issue with uh, the confidentiality of it. But if you use a weak password to log into your apparition app and somebody figures that out, of course, they're going to be able to get in there and do that. If that happens, you can always create another account and eliminate that one. But, that is on the user. Uh, what we do is we've made the app secure on our end where we don't have access to any of the information on there unless it's shared with us. So all that information is held confidentially on the server.
Okay, understood. We have a few minutes left for the AMA. I'll just ask few necessary questions myself, and we'll take few questions from the community members. Okay, could you please tell us about your checking platform to the community members?
So when we launched our V2, we offered and we currently have in place what we call in token staking. It is a seamless staking platform that is built into our tokens contract. We, after some time, have found that people don't get it. As simple as it is, people aren't, picking up on the simplicity and how it works. The other limitation that we have with that is that it is a set APR no matter how many people, know about it or want to take advantage of it, which everybody who's holding our token is technically taking advantage of it. So what we decided to do is we're going to go to a more traditional staking platform. We are talking with the team at Brew Labs, and we currently have the contracts under development. And once they're completed, we will be transitioning from our in token staking to a traditional staking platform where if only 5 people decide that they want to stake their tokens, then the reward's going to be substantially greater than what our standard 12% was with ITS. If a lot of people want to go on the staking platform, well, then it's going to, of course, lower that annual return yield. So the whole idea here is we're going to be on a platform where Heroes Token is going to be in front of several other projects communities because they're on that same staking platform. Um, we feel like the in token staking was a great idea, and maybe it'll come back in the future. But for now, it's just nobody gets it. And as simple as it is, um, and as easy as it is, we feel like it's got to be put on the back burner, and we got to go to a traditional staking platform, and that's what we're going to do. The staking pools are going to be 90 and 180 days, and that's because our original staking platform was a 90-day cycle. Uh, that means that if you choose, you can stake. If you don't want to stake, you don't have to. But if you do, the lower number of people that stake, the higher the yield. The higher number of people that stake, the lower the yield, just like any staking pool works. And we will have that ongoing, as I said before, with the implementation of the treasury, which will come with the marketplace. That will allow the project to automatically do buybacks of the token and always be able to supply those pools.
Okay, that's really great. And could you please give us a quick overview of the tokenomics, and then we can move on to the audience questions?
Absolutely. So we have a 10% buy and a 12% sell tax. On the buy, you have 1% that goes right to the liquidity pool. You have 1% in reflections. You have 2% to charity. You have 3% for the marketing, and you have 3% for development. On the sells, it's exactly the same, except for marketing and development get another percent. So 4 and 4. And the other thing is we do have an anti-whale feature in our contract, which means the max buy is 3% of the total supply. That also goes with the max sell. We also have a anti-pump and dump function in our contract, which means if you buy now, you cannot sell for 24 hours. You can sell, but taxes are doubled, which means that that 12% turns into 24% if you sell within 24 hours of making the initial entry point. So we do that for a couple of reasons. One, we don't want these communities that I've somehow get pulled into in Telegram and Discord where they raid a token and they pump it to, 200%, and then all of a sudden they dump it, right? We don't want that. We don't want our holders to have to go through that, heartache or headache. And we want to be a gradual growing project. So that is why we have the anti pump and dump, and we have the anti whale feature.
Okay, thank you so much. Before we get to audience questions, Scott, is there anything that we have not covered that you would like to tell our community about?
We also have physical merch. So if you want to get a hoodie, a hat, a mug, whatever, we have that available as well. With every aspect of our project, whether it is the NFTs, the merch, the apparition, um, you know, or even the token, a portion of everything that we have in our ecosystem always goes back to the charity wallet, so we can continue to benefit worldwide charities. We have been listed on the Lynx crypto app. We are listed with List Token. We have partnered up with Guardian as well as Diamond Wallet. So we've made quite a few different partnerships along with Brew Labs and Everise. So we are out there. Our contracts are audited multiple times, by different projects as well as by legitimate audit companies. We are as secure as you get. We are an LLC, so we are more doxed than what you can get from a KYC. And, I personally have some issues with KYC, and that is you can forfeit or you can, falsify documents for a KYC and still get KYC verified, right? With our project, we are a legal entity in the United States. So our information is public domain, which means that there's no hiding. We are as doxed and as, transparent as you can possibly get. And that is the difference between, a project that, has devious, ideas for what they're planning to do with their project versus a legitimate project like us that is trying to better the world, trying to look out for our community, and doing everything we can to continually build and grow in this space.
Okay, well, Scott, we are running out of time, but we'll take a few questions from the community members. So, community members, please raise your hands for asking the questions. We have some rewards to be given away to the at the end of this session for the best questions. So please raise your hands so I can unmute you guys. Okay, we have a lot of people raising the hands. Let me unmute some of them. Uh, Zoo El Krypton. You are unmuted, mate. Please ask your question and try to make your question short and ask only one question because we don't have much time left. So I can unmute more people for asking questions. Zuel Krypton, you are unmuted, mate.
Hey guys, what's up?
Not much. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. What's your question?
Okay, my question is about the NFTs. Yeah, so I want to know if the NFTs can be used to like in forms of leveling up the character in the game, and also can we also be able to earn from your game? Let me say if we decide to sell the gaming equipment or resources that we earned in the game. Do you get the question?
Yeah, so the whole idea behind what we're going to build with the game is you acquire an NFT through playing the game, what regardless if you're winning or losing, right? Your stats on your NFT are increasing. Of course, if you're winning, those stats are going to increase a lot faster. So what you're doing is you're actually building your NFT and you're adding value to it by increasing the stats within the NFT. Now, that could be a number of things, whether it's custom armor or different weapons or different special features, right? As you play the game, you're adding all of this into your NFT. And after you've added whatever, however much, if you only wanted to play the game one time, build the stats up slightly, you could take it back to the marketplace and you could resell it and, you know, gain a little bit of value. But the whole idea here is if you build the NFT and you max that out to the absolute maximum you can, that NFT is a whole different item than what you initially acquired, meaning that it is so unique and so highly valued within the collection that it should bring a lot more value for you. And that's where you can go ahead and put it on the marketplace, resell it, donate a portion to charity if you choose, and then take your proceeds. And if you want, sweep the floor and start all over again. But the other thing that we're looking to do with this is not only do we want our community to take advantage of that feature, but we also want them to compete in different contests that we'll be putting up different prizes for. So you'll be able to take and if you have a highly skilled NFT, you'll be able to have an advantage during those contests and be able to earn that way as well. So, yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that. Yeah. If I got more questions, I'll get to TJ. Also, thanks for the opportunity, Blackadder.
Okay, great question. Thank you so much, Suel Krypton. And now we have Twinkle. Twinkle, you are unmuted. Ask your question, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, so my question is, as you said, if someone has a Genesis NFT, they will automatically get future NFTs as well. But consider a situation if someone transferred or sell their Genesis NFT without knowing its potential. Will they still get future NFTs because their wallet was one which was listed for the Genesis NFT?
So, as far as being able to get airdrops for future NFTs, the way that's going to work is you have to be holding a Genesis NFT in your wallet prior to the mint of the next collection. So, we will do a snapshot of all the current holders. It will be done 24 to 48 hours before our drop, and that is who will get dropped the NFT. So the thing is, if you buy Genesis and you hold it for one collection drop, and then you decide you're going to get rid of it, well, that next collection drop you won't get a automatic airdrop because you're not holding the Genesis. So that's how we're going to determine who gets a airdrop, and it'll be one NFT per wallet. So if you have three Genesis in your wallet, you're only going to get one airdrop for the collection coming, you know, in the future. If you want, you can take those Genesis and you can spread them out to three different wallets and get three different NFTs. That's completely up to you.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much for answering.
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks, Twinkle. And now we'll just get one more question as we are already running out of the time. Okay, we have a lot of people raising the hands, and Yellow Lip. Yellow Lip, you are unmuted. You can ask your question, right?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yellow Lip? Yeah, we
Can
can.
you hear me? Okay. Thanks for the opportunity. Great presentation. I've been listening for you. I see you guys have been doing a great job. That's interesting. So basically, my question will be on like the advertising strategy. I don't know if you guys will be working on like doing a videos or you advertising your project in a video form for people who really don't understand the project, because basically you have people who don't understand the project and which will want to be involved with the project. In that sense, you will give them a high understanding about the project and you make them feel that that concern is based on the project. I don't know if you guys will be working on doing a videos of you advertising the project in different languages also. I don't know if you're working on that.
So we are not. I know for a while I was working on having our white paper translated into multiple different languages. As far as a video, uh, that is a great idea, and it's something that we can definitely look into. But we have not really gone down that path at all. But that is a fantastic idea, and that's something that we should definitely look into. We do have a YouTube channel, and we do have some videos on there. They are all in English, unfortunately, but I believe there is a translation subtitle thing that or subtitle that you can add to YouTube that will allow you to hear or get translated what is being discussed, as well as all of our live and in person spaces. They also go on YouTube as well. So all of our educational format is available there. But no, that's a great suggestion, and we'll definitely be looking into it.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Basically you will have more people who don't understand the project, and in that sense, you give them more understanding about the project, and in that way too, they'll want to invite more people to come into the project. That's great. Thanks so much.
Thank you for the suggestion. I'm writing it down.
Okay, thank you so much, Yellow Lip, for great question. Okay, Scott, we are running out of the time, and it was really great talking to you. And I think you guys are really doing some great things for the community, focusing on the charity along with the education and some other aspects of earning for the community members. These are incredible. Uh, Please state the last words if you have any.
Absolutely. So please pop into our Telegram. There's always a dev or an admin in there that can answer any questions. We have a great community that's always, looking out for each other. We do have a special bot that's in our Telegram that allows us to give away free heroes. So if you're looking to just pop in and participate in our community, hit up our socials and, tweet and like, we often do airdrops of heroes tokens within our Telegram. The other thing that we have going on right now is we have a buy contest that will end once we have 100 buys. The idea is you make a buy, you hold it till the end of the contest, and you'll have a 1 in 5 chance of winning a physical prize. And that could be anything from a TV to apparition products to a gift card to Amazon. So definitely check that out. And if you have any questions, I know a lot of people in here had their hands up. Pop into our Telegram, ask us there. If we need to, we can open up a voice chat there, but we can always answer any questions that you may have. And we're always available to do so. And I really appreciate the platform to speak on. You guys have been awesome.
Okay, that's really great. And thank you so much, Scott, for being here. It was our pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, our player, thank you so much. Okay, community members, AMAs are for educational purposes. Always do your own research before apping in any project. And Heroes team seems really great. They are doing some really great things, doing charities and with NFTs and play to give feature. This is a unique idea of play to give, while you can earn something for yourself as well as you can share percentage of your earnings from game for charity. I think this is a really a great idea. Okay, I'll be posting the winners shortly in the main chat. Guys, have a great night, and your host Black Adam signing off. Thank you so much for everyone to be here, and guys, please join Heroes Telegram and ask your questions if you have any, and keep on supporting Crypto ML Lounge and Heroes. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.